This pawn drunk boxing, aka Mr. Mo shot himself. Ladies and gentlemen, first and foremost, Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year, coñazo. And I know that everybody out there got their goals for the new year. My goal for the new year, my personal goals is for me to make love to the wifey a little longer. You feel me? You know, I got in a habit the past year of just, doing, coming and then turning around and fall asleep and stuff like that. But now I gotta give it like I used to, what we used to do, baby. You remember what I used to do, before the kids and stuff like that? Oh yeah, man. We going 4 hours. We going, yeah. Anyway, sorry. It's a Christian show. Full playing on. You're not like baby boy, just, used to give the head and shoulders and shit, and just pick her up and all that stuff. And now it's like, got a little lazy and stuff like that, especially when I'm doing all this boxing stuff. It takes a lot out of me. But anyway, that was just my personal goal. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, you see the interview that Oscar De La Hoya had, during the Ryan Garcia and Luke Campbell press conference. Y'all already know, man. Subscribe to The Zone. And, of course, it's going to be a good fight, a huge fight in the 135-pound division. Ryan Garcia, Luke Campbell. Go check it out this Saturday, January 2nd. But Oscar De La Hoya, you know what, Oscar? Oscar De La Hoya, the Golden Boy, one of the most prestige fighters in the history of the sport of boxing. I understand that, Oscar De La Hoya, you are a promoter. I understand that you need to promote your fighter. I understand the business of promoting. But for a fighter like you, that preference and really and really talk about legacy, because Oscar De La Hoya, he fought everybody, the best of the best. He did it. He fought him. He won. He lost him, but he gets all the credit, right? But to say that fighters like Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney, Gervonta Davis needs Ryan Garcia more than Ryan Garcia needs him because he's more popular is the reason why the door is open for the YouTube fighters and things of that nature. Because if you think that they need him more because he's popular, that they need Ryan Garcia more than Ryan Garcia needs a fight like Teofimo Lopez, then Oscar De La Hoya, you and I know, we both know that that's false. Especially a fighter like you. A prestige, an accomplished, and historic fighter like you. No. And you always fought for legacy. To say that Ryan Garcia is needed more than... No, Oscar, you know that's not real. You know that in the 135-pound division, the guy that has the legacy all written over it is Teofimo Lopez. And you're going to be mandated to be fighting Devin Haney, who got the WBC strap. So why would you say, I understand you're trying to promote, I understand you trying to make your fighter seem like he's bigger than the other guys, but no. You're just doing a disservice. And if you think like that, imagine how Ryan Garcia is going to be thinking. In the same interview, you said that Ryan Garcia, that he's not well respected in boxing because people think that he's a YouTube sensation and social media sensation. So how, in the same senses and same interview, you're going to be like they need him more because he's more popular? Because if we're going by who we should fight of more popular, thus the Jake Pauls of the world, thus the Logan Pauls of the world, thus the KSI of the world. If it's all about popularity and it's not about legacy, then Ryan Garcia is going to feel the way he feels. If his promoter feels like that, but Oscar De La Hoya give him the pass that it's not about legacy and it's about popularity that's more important. No. Matter of fact, in this fight, I'm going for Ryan Garcia. But also, let's not neglect boxing and its legacy, Oscar De La Hoya. Come on, my brother. You know better than that. You pride yourself on legacy. And if it's one thing about Oscar De La Hoya that we all know that he pride himself on, and when it comes to the sport of boxing, it's legacy. No, Teofimo Lopez does not, right now, Teofimo Lopez does not need a Ryan Garcia. Gervonta Davis does not need Ryan Garcia. Devin Haney right now does not need Ryan Garcia. Now, of course, all these fights are good, but right now, as we stand before this fight goes through, Ryan Garcia is behind Teofimo, pause, behind Devin Haney, pause again, maybe the same as Gervonta Davis, but he's more accomplished. Gervonta Davis is more accomplished. But we're talking about the 135-pound division. Ryan Garcia right now is no more than Javier Fortuna. Is no more than even Luke Campbell itself right now, until I'm talking about before the fight, because you already know, man, I still got Ryan Garcia. All I'm saying, do not discredit legacy, because that's what you did right there, Oscar De La Hoya. And probably you just did it because you're trying to promote a fight, but it doesn't work like that. You should say that, of course, we want Teofimo Lopez next and get all the belts that this guy had. We sitting right now, we got the chance to be a mandatory for Devin Haney. We want that. But if it's about money, it's about popularity. But guess what? The YouTubers is going to run boxing in no time. If you feel like that, Oscar De La Hoya, right now in 2020, that's all about popularity. But guess what? The YouTube sensations out there will take over boxing. It will take over boxing. It will create the biggest pay-per-view fights in boxing. And boxing will just be worse. I like the WWE, but I would rather watch the WWE than the YouTube boxing taking over the sport that we love. Because we can't have a person with a prestige legacy to downplay the legacy of guys like Teofimo Lopez. So let me know, ladies and gentlemen, what y'all think. Who you gonna pick? Ryan Garcia, Luke Campbell? Huh? I got Ryan Garcia beating Luke Campbell. I still think it's a 50-50 fight, in my opinion. There's a lot of things that I'm very eager to see. How is Ryan Garcia going to be handling a southpaw? Of course, he's been fighting and be sparring about with a southpaw. His brother Sean Garcia is going to be fighting as well. Of course, they got Prestige probably sparring in their training. Luke Campbell is he's a gold medalist. So he knows his way around the ring. He's also got great pedigree when he comes inside that ring. Luke Campbell. Now, don't believe that Luke Campbell always want to take the fight. I think his style is by points. He wants to outpoint you. He wants to outbox you. But it's really not to take the fight. There's moments in where Luke Campbell will have to take that window of opportunity to take the fight. Is he willing to do it? He's getting pushed back by Linares. He's getting pushed back by Lomachenko. I do believe that if Ryan Garcia step on the gas, he's going to be pushed back as well. He's going to push Luke Campbell, and I don't think that Luke Campbell is going to have any answers to stop a freight train if the approach is to be a freight train. I understand that Ryan Garcia likes to counter. I think that Ryan Garcia needs to go out there and set the tone very, very early, because this guy has great pedigree and he knows a way around the point system. I got Ryan Garcia winning on this one. Maybe go to a whole decision. Maybe we're going to see some endurance and stamina and things of that nature. Maybe we're going to see some adversity. But that's what makes great fights, right? And I'm just a fan of boxing. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know I break things down unbiasedly, logically, and objectively. I love y'all. God bless, and on to the next.